Howdy my friends, welcome to another Gran Turismo 6 seasonal event session. This is Sky Hurricane, and this time after doing some races, we're now going to do some more drift trials and time trials. So, oh yeah. Yeah, I usually have a little more rough time with these, but and the races, those were easy. So yeah, race car drift trial, let's see what we got here. So in this drift trial event, you'll be competing with race cars. This challenge, oh wow, Nurburgring. This challenge consists of 3 narrow scoring sections that require changing direction in mid-drift. Section 2 is difficult because you'll need to really swing the car around quickly. It'll help to focus on the left corner in the latter half of the section. Section 3 is the most important because the points gained here count the most to your total score. The curbs are on this part are high on this part of the track, so keep clear of them because they can upset the handling balance of your car. And of course, you know I know this track like the back of my hand. And we'll win a bunch of money. And we'll win the RX-7 touring car. I don't think I have that actually. I remember doing a drift trial a long time ago and I wanted to win it, but I don't think I got the gold on it. But I don't know, I may be misremembered. And I only had to get 2,500, so. We totally got this. Alright, let's pick something wet and pick Jitten. Wow, I got this on the first attempt. Okay then. I mean, normally I would try and, you know, get a higher score, but dang. I don't want to try it again. Let's just try it again for the heck of it. I mean, seriously, the first attempt? Really? Okay. And with this thing, it's a hybrid for crying out loud. I don't know. If I don't get it, it'll be okay. Okay, yeah, we're definitely doing better. On that, at least. Okay, didn't do so good on that, then. Okay, well, whatever. I got it on the first attempt. I'm not too good at driving with that view. But wow, that is a lot of money. Jeez. We won all that stuff. So cool. So on replay, is it going to show my best replay? Let me see. I may have screwed up here. Oh, no, it's not going to show my best. It's going to show the one I did last time. Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh, well, you saw me do it, so. Sucks that it doesn't show your best, but. Alright, so driving options, I actually put it on automatic since it was a drift trial. Comfort hard, got the worst tires I could. And all that good stuff. Car settings. This is what I did here, you see. Lowered the ride height a little bit, increased the rear spring rate. Lowered the front spring rate. Increased the extension dampers a little. Increased the rear brake. And decreased the tow, made it negative. And I actually left the transmission alone because I didn't, you know, for drifting, I mean, it's not like you're really going to go fast. So, then the power, I actually was surprised that since this was a hybrid, I was surprised it actually got anything, but it did. And I minimized the downforce, so for a little added speed acceleration. So yeah, let's see how we did there. Of course, we sucked. We got 10th out of 12. But hey, first attempt, so you can't complain. Too bad. And it with a front wheel drive. With a front wheel drive, I'm the only front wheel drive here. Front wheel drive is usually not very good for drifting. Too stable, Although I have seen some surprises before. All right. There we go. Let's see our prize car. Yay, beautiful. Mazda RX-7 touring car. And I actually really like that orange, too. Mazda Speed. You probably can paint this, though. I bet. Alright, you get some good prizes for these. So, non-race car drift trial. Non-race car. And on Laguna Seca, another familiar track. In this drift trial event, you'll be competing with non-race cars. A large elevation change with a banked corner highlights the scoring section. Therefore, improve your car's stability by setting stronger front and rear camber angles. If your car oversteers too much, you may want to dial in a stronger toe-in angle for the rear wheels. Actually giving you some hints there. Stronger toe-in. The secret to high scores is to establish your drift angle before entering Section 1 and raise your speed through Section 2 as much as possible. Throttle control will be key. Alright, so category is normal car. Once again, over $1 million. Oh, and with some pinks. Look at that. Gino would like that. 86 GT12. I probably already have that. I only have to get 3,200. I think this is going to be easy too, but I may be wrong. Well then, looks like I already almost got this. That was pretty easy. As you see, only 4 kilometers on this Lotus Elan here. Pretty good, I'd say. I thought that one might give me a little trouble at first because it I only had 3 sectors, but it wasn't really too bad. Wow, you win so much money for that. Won all that stuff there, those pinks and stuff. Alright. So, well, I actually got a little more than I had to get for once. Still did suck compared to everybody else, though. But yeah, I'm definitely not a drifter. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And I think probably could have even done better with this car if I used the comfort soft on the rear, maybe, because it did want to oversteer a little bit, but kind of in a way that's a good thing for drifting, but got to be careful. But yeah, here's what I use. You can see tires and brakes and suspension. These things so that so that I can control the car, and it's pretty good. It's not bad for drifting. I mean, I just picked it. I'd mentioned in the last seasonal events video that I was like, I don't know if I have the Lotus Elan or not. And I didn't have it. And I was like, oh, dang, I gotta have it. And so I bought it. And so I was like, hey, why not use it for this? So there, my drivetrain and power, pretty much put everything on this bad mama. And in order to get it down to 500 performance points, I put 80 kilograms on it. Because actually I had, without anti-ballast, I had 523, so it's pretty crazy. So lightweight, But yeah, that worked quite well and didn't take very long at all. So let's watch the replay. And then we can see what cars our friend used. That's always cool to do. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you definitely want to slow down a lot for that one, for that corkscrew. But yeah, man, I could have gotten even more points, but I kind of messed up on the third sector. But yeah, I did really good on number 1 and 2. I didn't really have to get anything on this third one. But yeah, I think I got over 1,000 on one attempt, but I got 687, not bad. So pretty groovy. Let's see what everybody else used here. I had 17 here. Yeah, I'm definitely not into drifting. But hey, you know, we did it. Our little Lotus Elan. I thought about using the Shelby GT350. Pretty cool. Somebody using it in prison. XX Inferno used barely missed T. Cotton. Oh God. Don't tell me that's Tom Cotton. Oh gosh. Oh, don't even get me started on politics. Oh man. Yeah. Pretty cool. Alright. Let's see our car we want. Alrighty. Probably already have this. I have so many Toyota 86s, it's not even funny. Well, let's get this heck. A nice car though, it really is. Very well balanced car. I like the rims and the way it looks too. Alright, so let's see where we're going next time. Time trial for, oh no, not a rally one. Oh, I suck so bad at these. 4-wheel drive rally car super lap. Jeez. This is gonna be the death of me. It's not a rally track though, is it? 4-wheel drive rally cars with 550 people or less. Because of the drastic elevation change on this track, make sure you supply your car with plenty of power. Cars with shorter wheelbases and short gear ratios have a slight advantage here because of the high number of consecutive corners on this track. While downforce here plays a key role in the fast section of the track, make sure you keep the car's overall balance near neutral. Other key components that you may want to modify are the LSD and front wheel torque distribution. It'll be up to you to find the optimal settings that best match your driving style. I usually increase the torque differential. Oh man. And I suck at this track so bad. They've already done this track once on a seasonal event where you had to do a time trial. Well, I've already used the Celica, or at least I've used the 205 Celica. What do you win? Oh, I don't have that. SX4WRC 08. Ooh, and that polarized looks cool. Might be a color I want to use. Here we go. Think I got it. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, could have even done better if I didn't screw up the end so bad. Jeez, y'all, that took so long. God bless. I mean, seriously. I'm at, between the 2 drift trials and this one, I'm at over an hour now, hour and 12 minutes. Mostly from this, because the drift trials, I got them very quickly. I mean, I tried at first the Mitsubishi Starion, and that just was not going to cut it, man. I mean, the best time I got with it was 139. And then once I looked at the online rankings to see what everybody else picked, and wow, I got the 4th one. I could have even done better if I didn't screw up at the end there. But wow, man, I saw what everybody else picked, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to pick the best car. So it was the Quattro and the Delta that were the most, you know, prominent ones that were chosen. So I was like, hey, I'll pick that. And then De Garcia had the Starion, and you see how it did. Poor little Starion. And then I saw the world rankings, and actually number 1 had the Delta, but you know, apparently the Quattro is pretty good too. So to show y'all what I had here, manual, of course, the driving line. I cheated because I don't like this track. I don't really know it. It's amazing how much better, even though it's the same performance points, it's amazing how much better this car is. But it took me a long time to get the right setting for this thing, because this thing is a handful. It really is. I had to mess with it a lot. At first, I tried the same suspension setting I had for the Starion or similar, and that was not a good idea because the Starion handled wonderfully. It just was slower, you know. But this thing was way crazy. I mean, it would spin out all over the place. It just was crazy, you know. So this is what I ended up doing, and it's pretty controllable with this setting. And increase the toe angle, you can see. And transmission, let that, you know, just didn't really do much with that. And change it a little bit. And maximize the front rear torque. And power, you can see there. Didn't do a turbo kit. Really wasn't. Probably was better without it, I imagine. And I lowered the downforce, but I actually didn't minimize the rear downforce because, well, it helps keep this thing on the road and from spinning out, you know, ridiculously. So, and as well, I also put a balance on the front, and you can still see this rear heavy, even with, you know, that was one reason it's so difficult to control. But yeah, it's worked pretty good actually with this. So let's look at the replay and let's get our prize car, because it's 2:24 in the morning and I still got one more of these to do. Alrighty, so here we go. A nice little Delta with a good old Mazda soundtrack. Shame we didn't use Mazda. I don't think Mazda has a rally car, do they? I mean, they have things like the MX-5 Crossport, you know. I actually did very good. Of course, I had so many fails, and I didn't actually have but probably 3 fully completed laps. I just kept resetting it, you know. So I'm actually surprised I did as good, but I really only beat the time by 1 second. This is a hard one. I mean, it really is one of the harder ones I've done, I believe. One thing is a track that I just don't really know. I mean, if this was Bathurst or Nurburgring or Laguna, Seca, or any track, you know, Autumn Ring, as you saw in the last seasonal event. I mean, I know that track very well. But this track, it's a cool track, though. It is pretty cool. Yeah, this car was very crazy. Which I guess was good, you know, for rally purposes, you know, for it to turn so well. And this thing was very rear heavy. Probably probably has the engine in the rear or mid. Would not doubt it. Yeah, say I kind of messed up there at the end a little bit, which cost me probably a slight amount of time, but still. Hey, we did that. Jeez, we did that. That was the thing that happened. And so now, I think that's all I needed to do, so let's move on. Alright, and this is a cool little car. Suzuki SX4. Really, really cool looking. I don't know how good it is, but we will find out later at the end of this video. It's definitely different. You know, I didn't have many rally cars to choose from. I had the Starion, and then I had the Quattro thing, but I'd already used it before. And I used the Starion because it's like, you know, I had 6 miles on it. You know, I don't think I've won anything with that. But it just wasn't going to cut it. So I guess if you were super, super good, you might be able to get it with the Starion, but I cannot even imagine. Oh boy, so 4-wheel drive, non-race car, and tuner car super lab. With 4-wheel drive, non-race cars, and tuner cars, so you can't use a tuner car. 600 pp or less. To be effective on the long straights of Mount Panorama. Oh, it's Mount Panorama! Oh, I so got this, man. Yeah, this is my track here. You'll need a car with serious power upgrades. Also, maintaining stability and traction in mid to high speed corners will play an important role in setting good lap times. Therefore, be sure to adjust your suspension and tweak the front to rear traction distribution so that the tires are planted to the driving surface when your car accelerates out of the corners. Oh yeah, we got this. Sports soft, and that's even the kind of cars I use. So do you have to use a tuner car, or just any 4-wheel drive work? So GTR Nismo 14. I don't know if I have that one. And another polarized, cool. So 208. Heck, I've got that with the Toyota RSC before. But I don't want to use that. Let's see if I can use something else. I think we got this. Alright, yay. Alright, over 2 seconds. Pretty good. Alright, and didn't take long at all. Took me a couple attempts, you know, because like I hit the wall a couple times. And so, yeah, pretty good. Definitely no record, but you know. Because I looked at my friends, I was like, oh gosh. And I used the same car that I won for this, so I do indeed have this. Matter of fact, I already had 2 of them, so and yeah, and it wasn't even put in my stockyard, so yeah, you can see here, yeah, hood cat and a gun beat me, and of course oil pressure. But yeah, I did pretty good. I got the gold, so. Let's see what everybody else used out of curiosity. The ZZ2. Oh, what a surprise that I couldn't beat a ZZ2. What a shocker. But what is surprising is a Lancia Evolution 6. That is pretty impressive. I mean, the ZZ2 kind of is like, you know, it's a little bit over the top. Yeah. Yeah, Rivaldo, that's pretty impressive. Alright, cool. So what was the leading car? Probably the ZZ2. Yep, ZZ2s. Oh yeah, what a shocker. Alright, so show y'all my stuff here. All that stuff off. Car settings. Sport soft. This thing does handle pretty good, you know. It has nothing on a ZZ2, but yeah, you know, man, I tell you what, the Toyota RSC, even though it has 550, I think I got a 207 with that before, which is just insane, you know. But yeah, pretty good here. Didn't really lower the ride height. Probably could have. But you can see what I did. I didn't really have to do too much to this. It was ready. Alright, so let's check out our... Well, I'll show you my replay first. Then we'll check out our prize car. Which is something we already have, you know. Because I just used it. But yeah, I know this track like the back of my hand, so this was a nice sigh of relief compared to the one prior to it. Ugh. Matterhorn, I hate you. Yeah, this car is very stable, so understeer is definitely an issue. So I tuned my suspension to try to counteract that the best I could. Messed up there. That definitely cost me. But ah well. We kept trying. I know I could have got an even better time, but you know, it's alright. Pretty car though. Pretty car. Mostly this lap was pretty good except for the beginning there. I mean could have gone a little bit better here probably. But I think I did pretty good. Did very well in that corner. Probably slowed down a little too much for this one, but you know, I kept it on the road, so you got to be really careful here because you know, you go off to the side there accidentally or lose control, hit a wall, and you will fail. But yeah, this didn't take many attempts at all. 3 or 4. You know, all the practice. Just love this track. Such a fun track. Yeah, first introduced to it back in my Jarrett and Labonte stock car racing days. I love that game. Old PS1 racing game. It's fun. Of course, you gotta be careful here too. Thank God for the good brakes this car has. Thank God and thank Nissan. But yeah, for the last corner, not really too much of an issue. Alrighty, so I'm proud of that. So let's get our prize. Yay! Hey, it never hurts to have another one, you know. I think I painted my other one blue, but I'll probably put it in the stockyard because I really don't need 3 of them, you know. And the silver one I just used is already tuned. Flake Black Pearl. Alright, so that was fun. This one was not fun, but oh well, it's done, so. So let's check out our stuff we got here. So yeah, you can tell I hadn't used this car very much. No wins with it. But pretty nice little car to drive. So yeah, that Suzuki, well, 492 performance points. But 2008 model. Probably wouldn't be as good as the Delta that I used for that. This GTR Nismo starts with 574 performance points. Pretty sure I already have this Toyota 86 as well. But let's see. Yeah, the Mazda RX-7 touring car, that's a nice one too. 569 performance points. Yeah, that GTR is just so powerful. But man, look how heavy it was. Well, even the one that I had tuned was over 1,300 kilograms. So yeah, let's see what we got here, because I think I'm going to move some stuff to the stockyard. First, let's look at Mazda and make sure I didn't have the touring car already. I don't think I did, but nope, I didn't. Alright, so let's see. So Nissan. So yeah, I have 2 of these with 0 miles on it, and I actually did tune that one a little bit. Yeah, I did tune this one too, but put no miles on it. I'd like to try that car out at some point. Front wheel drive, and it's a race car, a very powerful race car. Interesting. Zytec, never used that either. But yeah, here's the one I just used, 25 miles. Yeah, let's move this to the stockyard. Alright, so that's in there, and this one. Alright, and that takes care of that. So what was the other thing I just won? Dang my memory. Yeah, the Toyota 86. Okay. Pretty sure I already have that. 86 GT 2012. I have the race car base model that I have not used with the same exact stats. 86 Racing 13. I haven't used it either. The same stats. Jeez. Yeah, I probably, man, I'm almost out of room, so I really... Where is it? I know I had one that I did have tuned up. Yeah, FT86 Concept 11. Yeah, I have that one tuned up, so probably might keep that one since I already do have some miles on it. There's some miles on that too. Well, let's just, yeah, let's move these. Alright, so, yeah, because we're almost maxed out. Yeah, 489, geez. I think you can only have 11 more. And that'll suck if I max out and then won't be able to get any more prize cars or whatever. So I may have to move some that I don't have duplicates of. Oh well. Well, thank you all very much for watching. This is probably super long because of all the talking I did for no reason. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a super awesome, blessed day. And as always, my friends, stay awesome.